I want to say thank y'all for all the love on our first video.
Yes, thank you so much to everybody that subscribed, watched the video, liked it, shared our post, anything like that. It's just completely invaluable, and we appreciate it so much. We're super excited about everything that we've got going on. So thank you for all the love, and we hope that we can keep it coming. Do the intro.
I could just explain as like 8 tips.
Okay. Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. 8 tips for couples in relationships. Or, I mean, even if you're not a couple, you're not in a relationship, just relationship advice, I guess, really.
Yeah.
It's a better term for it. Yeah, relationship advice.
Yeah.
So, go ahead, what's your first tip?
My first tip is respecting boundaries. And this tip came to mind when I was thinking of like what keeps a relationship alive and well. And to me, it's like respect and trust. And that all starts with respecting boundaries, whether it's making sure you respect their boundaries and they're respecting your boundaries.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. So my first piece of advice would be to like take social media out of your relationship. Like, don't look at your relationship through a social media lens, because it's so easy to do, because I feel like everybody spends a lot of time on social media, or even if you don't spend a lot of time, everybody's on social media, and there's so much stuff about relationships, and a lot of it is not true. So, like, I see these posts all the time that are like, if you have to ask, like, you can find someone better, or like something like that. Like, just kind of weird, random little pieces and bits of information that are just not true. Like, you should be able to ask for what you want in a relationship. That's not a bad thing. That's not a red flag. And then all the videos about like red flags. Not all of those are true. Not all of those are great red flags. So yeah, try to keep what other people say on social media in the back of your mind. Like, don't let that be the forefront of your relationship.
Yeah, I would even go as far to say like social media could be like toxic for a relationship.
Yeah, it can be.
I've always been like in that camp that I don't like social media even knowing about me, my personal life. She knows this. It's been a back and forth for us. I'm not big on social media. I think social media always like promotes that the grass is greener on the other side type stuff.
Yeah.
And I think social media can just like, it's poison, little by little, and then eventually it's a problem.
We say we're not big on social media as we film a YouTube video.
Crazy, right? Yeah.
So I think it's unavoidable for the most part. You just have to. It's part of it's a boundary thing too. Like, know what's true and what's not, and be able to place boundaries between, what you're letting affect your life.
Yeah, like I just said, boundaries.
Boundaries. These things all kind of go hand in hand. They're all related.
Yeah, they are. That's why they're important though. Let her and him know how much you value them. Specifically on a weekly basis, day to day would be ideal. A regular, hey, good morning, beautiful, or good morning, handsome, I guess, or sending them flowers, surprising them at work, just doing the extra stuff. Maybe a foot massage, back rub, something nice. Going to get food, dates, like letting people know you value them, because actions speak louder than words. And you could tell someone 100 times, like, hey, I love you, but like, what have you done for them lately? Like, when's the last time you got her flowers? Like, I try to get her flowers a lot, and she loves them.
Yeah. Flowers are my thing.
Yeah.
And I know they die anyways. I don't care. Yeah. I still want them.
And she'll get more. And she'll get more when they die. I got her more. So we'll be good.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think that's important. And it kind of goes like with my next piece of advice. It kind of goes with that is like learning your own and your partner's love languages, because the way that you feel loved might not be the way that the person you're in a relationship with feels loved. And it can be the same, like I talk about this with my coworkers, where it's like, how do you feel appreciated? Like, what ways are the most, impactful for you? So like for you, I think like we've discussed, it's quality time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you just want to spend time together. We don't even have to be in the same.
Nope. We don't have to do the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, just completely on our own. For me, like that, I struggle with personally, because sometimes it's okay, but like that's not my ideal way of spending time together. So for me, it's like my love language is like acts of service. So it doesn't have to be anything like super fancy or super like expensive. Like I don't need like a huge vacation or something. Like just call me, text me.
What she really means is flowers. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good to learn about yourself, even if you're single. It's just a good thing to know about yourself, and if you're in a relationship, it's a good thing to know about the person you're in a relationship with, and even the other people in your life.
Yeah, most def.
Where this is 5.
Okay, 5. Admit when you were wrong.
Or this is 5.
Okay, 5. Admit when you were wrong, right? So admitting we were wrong goes a long way. Especially as men, I feel like we deal with this a lot where we don't want to admit when we're wrong. But women too. Her too.
I'm never wrong.
Yeah, see, that's your... Yeah, she's wrong all the time. She's wrong today. Yeah, you're wrong all the time.
What was I wrong about?
Something. I don't remember what. Something. Yeah.
Right.
She's always wrong.
You were wrong.
But men, like... I think for men, it's like ego thing.
I just think in general, it's like an ego or like a pride thing.
Yeah, knock it off.
Some people might have a harder time with it than others.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's more impressive to be able to admit when you are wrong than to be dying on the hill of like, hey, I'm never wrong. This is my way or the highway. Well, is your way even all that for real? Like, come on, like I don't know. So yeah, admit when you're wrong.
It's a struggle.
Yeah.
I don't like being wrong, but it's not a bad thing. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to learn things.
Yeah, communicate
and grow as a person. That's okay.
It could save your relationship, no cap.
Yeah.
Like sometimes like being stubborn or like nonchalant at times, it can rub someone the wrong way to the point they're
That's my
gone.
next tip. Stop.
My bad.
Okay, so my next tip, which is really, really similar to this, is kind of just like put yourself out there a little bit. Like I feel like it's so common with people our age and like in our generation that are like to act like you don't care about someone, like to just act like super nonchalant, like you don't care. And like that's kind of a thing in like the beginning of a relationship. Like you don't want to go in too crazy if you're, just talking to someone. You don't want to like freak them out. Okay, sure. But like after a certain point, like if you want someone to love you or to care about you, like how is that going to happen if you act like you don't care about them at all?
Mm-hmm.
Like what are you getting out of that situation? This is just like personally irritates me sometimes. And like I don't think we've ever had that issue, but I feel like it's so common with like, people our age and like in our generation that's like, oh yeah, like I'm cool. I don't really care.
Yeah. I got friends that do it.
Yeah, same.
What's up?
I mean,
You look at me like that.
I'm not looking at you. This is just like how it makes me feel. It just,
I'm
drives
thinking
me
like
nuts.
what?
No, it just kind of irritates me. But
Yeah.
like I feel like everybody's been hurt at some point. Especially the older that you get, the more likely it is that you've been hurt in a relationship or with someone that you're talking to. And some people's is worse than others. Like, you got your heart broken. That sucks. That is not fun. And so it's definitely kind of a struggle to go from that to like making yourself vulnerable again and, opening yourself back up. If you want a relationship and you want like that to be successful, you're going to have to, and it can be really hard, but take it slow and kind of just take your time, really make sure that you're solid with yourself first, and then if you're with the right person, it can be worth it. Sometimes you might get hurt again, and that sucks. But if you're just if that's how you are with all of your relationships, you just kind of act like you don't really care, you're not gonna have a good successful one. Because if you don't care, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
So really just being able to put yourself out there and open up and be vulnerable, it's hard, but it's necessary.
Yeah, definitely agree. The way I look at it is like you get out what you put in.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're like put it in like that nonchalantness, putting in that I don't give a fuck mentality, that whatever you do is not a problem to me because I'm not gonna show you how much I really care. Like, what are you gonna get from that relationship? You're gonna get like a nonchalant relationship, a toxic relationship, a relationship where no one really cares. Like, what's the point at that point? Like, for real, what's the point?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, number 7.
Yeah. So mine is think big picture and let your intentions be known. Hey, this can't be 7.
This is 7.
Can I have another one left?
No, you don't. That's the last one. You don't know how to count? See,
bro,
this
chill
is where
on
you
me.
are wrong.
Chill on me. I don't know what I was thinking. It was like whatever.
You weren't thinking. That's okay.
Look, she gets happy from that shit. Oh my god.
Because I'm right.
But think big picture, let your intentions be known. And the reason I even bring this up is because I know guys. I'm a guy. I know what the deal is, bro. I know the line to get what you want type shit. I know the too scared to speak up for yourself type shit. And if you do want a relationship, let it be known. If you don't, let it be known, bro. For real. Because if you, because think about it like this. How many people are you going to keep hurting to get what you want? And because sometimes, at some point, it's gonna catch up with you, right? It don't like you might go into a relationship thinking like, oh, I really like this girl. She don't let her attention to be known. Hey, she thinks she's really dope. Boom, now she got a dude. You didn't let your attention be known. You could have got friends on off rip. It's for not letting things be known. And that's not even talking about all the dickhead stuff y'all be doing.
I mean, I think it's women too. Like,
oh, easily.
Yeah, I mean,
y'all worse.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want a relationship, like, make that known. If you don't, just make that known. Because, like, one of those things isn't, like, right or wrong. It's just, like, lying to people, manipulating people.
Yeah.
That's where it's a problem. So if you're just honest about what you want, that solves a lot of problems. So, yeah, let your intentions be known. Which kind of leads to my next point, which is, like, communication. But really, it's, like, you kind of have to grow up a little bit. Like, be able to be mature enough to be in a successful relationship.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if you starting, like, when you start dating when you're in high school, even college sometimes, like, we started dating when I was 17, you were 18. And, like, I'm 21, you're 22 now. So we're still pretty young.
Yeah, college right here. Like.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
We had issues when we were younger. We have issues now, and
do we?
We're not perfect.
Yeah, we're not perfect. I'm not perfect.
I'm not perfect either, and neither is our relationship. That's just life. But we've learned a lot, and so we're just, you definitely have to be able to, like, grow up a little bit, and, like, all of these things that we've talked about kind of come from being mature enough to admit that you're wrong, mature enough to be able to communicate, mature enough to be able to be honest with people. Like, it seems like it'd be easy, but you really just sometimes it's not. So really being mature enough to, like, be able to have really honest conversations, to apologize when you've done something wrong, to admit that you've done something wrong, or to speak up for what you want, not expecting someone to read your mind and then being upset when they don't, being able to really talk.
Say it again, man. That shit. No.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. That's something that I struggled with when we started dating. Was like,
luckily I could read your mind-ish now.
But yeah, even at the beginning of a relationship, your partner, you can't. You don't know each other.
Man. I don't know what the deal with is either. Like, women want that. You want that. You're like, you should know what I want. Like, today, you're mad. You're like, you know why I'm mad. I do know why you're mad, but say that shit. Like, come on. You know I'm gonna know why.
So obviously, it's something that's a struggle sometimes. But yeah, just being able to, like, say what's on your mind and talk about it. And sometimes I genuinely don't want to talk about stuff. Sometimes you have to get over that anyways. Like, you can't just, like, turn everything off. You can't just, like, stop being in a relationship because you don't feel like it. It's actually a lot of hard work. Like, relationships are not easy.
Yeah.
They are fun sometimes. They are worth it, but they are not easy all the time.
Yeah, and truthfully, I don't think it's anything, like, generally speaking in life, not to be too deep here, but I don't think there's anything in life that's easy and worth having.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you have to be able to
grow the fuck up. For real, that's what it means.
Put the work in, for the relationship that you want to get. So yeah, it's hard. I mean, we're still pretty young, so we've got.
Yeah, I got a lot of growing to do.
We both have a lot of growing to do. Yeah. But it's worth it, but it's hard. And
even with that, what Kate was saying, like, the honesty thing is deep.
Yeah.
Like, I know people that have ruined relationships for lying when they don't need to lie and not being honest when they need to be honest.
Yeah.
Just be honest.
I don't know. Just being honest.
It's the best policy.
Stuff. It is, and it's just I feel like it's rare.
Yeah.
Honesty is not. It's important. Yeah. Honesty is important. Don't forget that.
Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah, that's 8 tips. I feel like there's so much more that we could talk about.
I could go on all day.
Yeah, there's a lot more detail, but we're gonna stick with 8 and then maybe do a part 2 later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's 8 tips, Tim and Kate.
For couples and relationships, or people. If you want to be in a relationship, if you are, even if you're single and you just like listening to us talk.
Hey, these will help you though, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heard it here first.
I mean, we're not, like, we don't know everything.
Definitely not.
No. This is just from our personal experience.
I messed up in this video.
Yeah, but I mean, if you guys have others, like comment them down in the video.
Comment.
Yeah, comment what else you guys want to see. We're gonna be making a lot more like travel content once our trip gets closer.
Thrifting. We need to go thrifting.
We're gonna do shopping with us, packing with us, day in our life, week in our life, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, comment below what else you guys want to see if you're still watching at this point. And yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, thanks guys.
Yeah, if you like the video,
yeah,
subscribe. See y'all next time.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Deuces.